Hi guys, I'm Garen.
I'm JD.
And this is Investigating Comic Club, where we chronologically read, review, discuss, and rate specific crucial stories of the medium.
Indeed, and we hope that you guys will subscribe, become Misfit members of Comic Club yourself, stick around till after our conversation for our episodic comic quality poll, share your own opinions of the story in the comments below, and after the Misfit Picture Show's logo for any potential bloopers that the episode could provide. Mr. Garen.
Yes.
We're doing X-Force number 5 by the terrific Percy Cassara and Dean White. 5 issues in a row from these guys.
Yep.
A.
He just jumps right out.
Thanks for joining us. Conversate in the comments below.
There you guys. Anyways, boom.
I do. I give it an A. I think it's so good.
He gives
I
it
think
an
these
A
guys are
already,
great.
just out the bat. Really.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The first thing that I thought of when you said how many issues they've done, I'm not looking forward when they're not.
When we need a guest artist or something
Yeah.
like that. This is really special, and it's so bizarre to think, like back in the day, there were runs of comic books by the same artist, the same writer, like, you know, Frank Miller.
The thing I was looking
Daredevil.
forward to the
So
most,
good.
not looking forward to, the thing that jumped out at me the most was the end, was the coming soon, and seeing that there's no more X-Force for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
I was so sad. I was like,
Well, you know, if it keeps these guys on board, put one issue a month out.
no, yeah, no,
Look
exactly.
forward to it.
Like,
Eager for the next issue.
We've been
bombarded
bombarded and
spoiled.
spoiled with how much we've gotten. So now for it to be kind of the first time where it is, okay, I do have to wait a month, you know? Where I'm like, that sucks.
It makes us realize, it makes me feel the differences in the qualities. You
Yeah.
know, moving forward, X-Force is going to continue to be on my pull list.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like this is a great book. Probably the best of the bunch.
Yeah, no,
There was humor in this issue. Yeah, okay, Quentin Quire, he's going to be cloned. He's coming back.
Yeah.
We know Wolverine's going to be fused back together. These guys aren't dead.
yeah,
But there were serious stakes. I wanted them to stop those guys.
yeah, yeah.
I did not want those guys to leave. So it's humor jumping back with a combination of adrenaline pumping action,
Yeah.
stakes feeling like you were rooting for the good guys.
Yeah.
And then emotional when the beast is saying, do not kill Domino.
No, yeah, how he's talking her down, and like it's still
Edge
that
of my
voice
seat.
of reason where you're like, is Domino about to do this? Because
You can't falter.
I didn't. Yeah, if she did it, I wouldn't have been surprised. You know,
Yeah.
but I would have. But then I'm like, is she going to? Is she not going to? And to have like we said, these three people working together for this story. And having the art match the story, match the darkness, match the grittiness, just everything from we've seen Domino have her forged arm. Forged has given her this arm that allows her to create it. I mean,
Yeah.
there was even a moment she turned it into like Wolverine's hand.
Right.
Which is like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And then for her to have the whole whipping of like the vine of the tree.
You know, this feels like Dynamite, best of the best action movie. The way it reads.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
no, it
like
does.
it's got
I was
that.
I was like, okay, I
excitement.
got to take notes, but I didn't really
want
need
to.
to because I'm like clicking. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
I just
keep going, keep
literally,
going.
my notes are the cover. Let's go through it. So the cover
Yeah, the
with
cover.
Forge.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
cover
oh,
is
nice.
great.
Wait, what? You know, I was like, oh, cool, Forge.
But
what
then
the
why?
heck is
yeah,
that?
Yeah. But even then, for that being Forge on the cover, and you're not expecting when you think of X-Force, and you think of Forge, and you're like, okay, wait, why is he on the cover
Yeah.
of this?
It's like James Bond's Q.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, he's on the cover of the
Yeah, with like the guns
Yeah.
ready to like go. Wait, where's James Bond?
Yeah, it's like, wait, where is he? And then that being, and then you have the whole behind the scenes of Black Tom.
Right. Well, we've got Logan and Domino.
Oh yeah, so right off the
And
bat,
Sage and
because I
Beast.
actually forgot where we left off.
I totally did until that first panel.
Yeah,
yes,
and then I was
exactly.
like, that's where we left off.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I'd have been much more eager
yeah.
to like get into it.
Yeah, I forgot. It was one of those where I'm like, that's right. It ended with a cliffhanger of just them being like, well, half their bodies cut
Right.
off and they're gone.
In some ways, I was actually happy that I forgot about that because it's shocking how quickly
I jumped right back
a
into the
piece,
story.
like, you know, a piece of art an image, immediately my emotions synced up with that final page.
Yep.
3 weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just like ready to go. Oh, you know.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, here we go again.
With Domino here and her communicating with Logan, well, we haven't, the pacing of this series has been relentless. But I care for these guys and these relationships. I feel Domino's terror. She went through a dissection, and now her buddy Logan, her teammate, her ally, like it's a feat. This comic is something special, and I say that having read thousands and thousands of comics.
Yeah.
It is special. It stands out.
Yeah, and taking it back for them, kind of, just whole like Black Ops, Special Ops, jumping in there, seeing how things are going, calling back over to Beast and Sage, who are kind of
Observing,
but letting them know, okay, you can't go here. You gotta. It's almost like Matrix-esque, where it's like, get me to another telephone. I gotta jump back in somewhere. How can I get in there?
You're right, and that's actually an effective way, like the Matrix, when you see the people observing, and they're rooting, and they're involved, and they're feeling the stakes. You're almost sitting alongside them.
Yep.
They're like almost the POV characters. But you're also in on the action. It's an effective way of storytelling. And then Sage Domino requests Sage to send Black Tom to Gateway. It's cool to see. I enjoyed Black Tom's face showing up.
Yeah.
You've seen Gateway a couple times.
Yeah.
I believe in this series itself. And in Marauders, he showed up. The Black Tom tech page, again, I wish the tech pages in X-Force had a point of view. Wouldn't it be cool if that was written by, like, the mutant psychiatrist, and these were notes that she was taking from her sessions of Black Tom? It would add a layer to it. And all the other tech pages have been
and how it's
perspective.
How it's written comes off as
there.
that. Exactly, yeah.
It could really be just that. Like if one tweak.
One tweak, and they're like...
And do you think that would make a difference? You connect with it more, right?
Yeah, because then it gives it more of a grounded where it's coming from. Instead of just like, okay, this is what we're supposed to know.
That's the one... If I was going to say a flaw of the book that stops it from being an A+, every time I get to the tech page, Jonathan Hickman, every time we got to the tech page, of course there's a moment of like, no, get back.
Yeah.
But by the end of every tech page, you're like, it gets you just as much as the other pages do. This one, there is a complete disconnect from it.
Yeah, it's cool to see like Black Tom is everywhere.
It makes me think again, and actually they say out loud, the mercs.
Yeah.
Hey, this is organic tech. Be very delicate with it. Black Tom's spreading everywhere and even him seeing himself in a black mirror and these things seem out of his control. There's a Krakoan virus spreading again, and tech virus, organic, makes me think of it's all directed by the Phalanx eventually.
I guess you could say I've been just even Domino's talking with Logan and just like, I know you can't respond, but just being, heartfelt and letting him know she's there.
And immediately something personal, something revealing about herself, which is a very caring thing to do for somebody in that situation. Like, hey, listen, I've been worried about this. Somebody like Logan feeling this terrible pain, it's almost like Domino is reaching out to him.
Yeah.
That focuses him on somebody else's pain. And again, with the Krakoan, hopped up on the Krakoan Mountain Dew, her luck, her knowing is dulled.
Yeah.
I feel like that's got to do with what she's experiencing through Krakoa as well.
Then Forge comes in to help out.
Forge is a cool character. He's got a long history with especially Storm and I guess Mystique. Several characters he's got specific histories with. Seeing him in this, showing up kind of excited like a schoolboy playing with his toys, and him saying, you know, of course I'm going to save the best for me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
I'm not going to let you have all the fun, especially with my favorite toys.
This guy's balancing humor and action and stakes and all of these great emotions. You know Logan, especially Percy's going to be the writer of that Logan series coming out.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
know
Oh
he's
my
going to
gosh.
live.
Uh-huh.
But even though Forge is cracking wise, you want
You still
him
want him
to get
to do it, yeah.
there.
You're like, okay, but how are we going to get to
Logan.
that? Let's connect the dots. I want to see what I know is possible to actually happen.
And also, the jokes don't feel, that's so inappropriate. Logan's dying. No, it feels like these guys, they've been through, it just is correct. It feels good.
And then, well, even before Forge comes in to do that, and they're over there taking all these, you know, the Krakoan, you know, plants and everything like that. Organic tech. And then you have Logan come in and
oh my God,
just tear the dude's stomach out.
I laughed out loud. That was a great panel when he gets in the first one and the next one. But the next page, when Logan's body is actually in the air, I laughed.
Just
like, what?
That maneuver on my end is like a Deadpool experience where it's like that full half body where I'm like, you're getting all of me, you know, kind of like
just outrageous.
What are you doing right now?
But there was nothing in me that was like, okay, enough's enough. Like,
it was great because you had it.
But not
even
at all.
there that whole page is great because you have Logan jump, you know, Wolverine attacking, jumping, and then he's like, come on, just die. And then for the reveal, this is my reveal, panel by panel. Like, you just see it.
Amazing.
Come on. Enough, he's dead. That's what he said before, man.
That's what you said before, man. It's a woman.
Yeah, and then it's this.
I know. This art holds up with those panels. Like, go back to the page now, full page.
Oh, yeah.
Look how small those panels are.
No, I know, yeah.
And that was your full screen.
Mm-hmm. And then for them to be like, you can kill us over and over again, but time will come back and kill you more.
The dark grittiness.
That's great.
But that's a vibrant beauty to it. There's like the rainbow, man.
Mm-hmm. That's a cool picture. That is awesome.
What a cool team. I would never have thought, okay, I'm going to put Forge with Domino. And like, I wouldn't have put these team together, but I want to know more about Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Not in a way of like, she's a non-character. In a way of, she's intriguing me.
Yeah.
I want to know more.
Yeah.
I hope that,
I hope
he spends half an issue with her.
Of them, yeah, spends half an issue.
You know, half an issue focused on this character. And like, then the action happens. The next issue focus on this character.
It is a team. Like, this is a team, you know? It's everybody plays their part and, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to jump ahead. I think it's good to keep going in order, but just a note when Jean shows up at the end.
Oh,
it's very fitting. Like, Jean, she's X-Force, and that's here. This is her part of the team. This is her part to play.
I like the how Domino calls Forge. Is this war mitten you made me a neuroresponse? She calls it a war mitten.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't even
a war mitten. just because that's really what it is. She got so messed up that
that's
it's
amazing.
almost like whatever you want it to be. Whatever you want it to be, as long as you tell it right.
You just saying something like that, war mitten. Not only is it totally adorable, it's super cool, and you want it forever.
Mm-hmm. And then, again, like you said, with the jokes, but it's still just right of it, because even when Ford says, I better get to short stack before he bleeds out, talking about Wolverine.
And when he walks up to him, he's like, I could make a joke like calling you half pint right now.
Yeah.
But I won't.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, he walks up to him, and I mean, you have Domino coming in and doing her whole, like, even the face smashing.
Oh my God. At that point, then the stakes start to turn.
No, it starts to turn, and that I loved how Hank comes in and tells her, look, you can be angry, but there's a, just...
Right, it's right before that panel, right? It's like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Because we remember that the one guy that lived was assassinated by someone on Krakoa.
Yep.
And then, yeah, those stakes of like, get these guys, don't let them get out. It switches on a dime. Like, it's just like, boom. Oh my God, don't kill all of them.
Yeah.
Domino, hey.
Yeah.
It gives me goosebumps.
Yeah. It's that,
and this is the first time I felt
that you feel
goosebumps.
that anger where you're like, oh, she's there. It's
get it, like were dissected.
You were dissected.
We care about Domino now.
They did this too. These are technically probably around the same people as who took out Professor.
They are, yeah.
Yeah,
the Mercs.
they're the Mercs. So it's like
that's what I think.
All,
at least,
exactly. There are all these. There's behind each punch is this like.
Not just Xavier, but remember how we felt about that mom and the child mutant.
Oh yeah.
The mutants in the background.
Yeah, I even put Hank is the voice of reason. Just
I love that you're referring to him as Hank.
Hank McCoy.
You're starting to become a family member of the misfit mutants.
As long as you're in charge, will be. Just even, and it is still his wording. Like just seeing that he is that very. He's smart. He's a smart guy. So him even bringing in Napoleon into it, and he's watching all this on this like.
He's powerless.
It's just I can't stop you from doing it. And even
I love Sage. Just that look she's giving him, like. How dare you? Almost.
Yeah.
Do you know Sage? Like when he was saying that. Well, these are driving it home.
Yeah, these are driving, but it's back here where it's...
There.
Oh, yeah, this one.
That's where he first says, hey, X-Force...
Let's not forget about the chopper overhead, shall we? Neutralize the threats, but remember the law of quiet counsel. Yes.
And that's when it starts to turn. And Sage gives him a look like... Again, I want to know more about Sage. I know about Sage, but this, like... Don't you, as a reader, like that's a very telling silent look, and then like, throughout the rest of the issue, whatever Hank is saying, she's just
one of those fine
looking.
Lines, and I feel like Sage in that moment is like,
is Sage,
this is the X, like
they deserve it.
Yeah,
is that what she's saying? But she's also like an information gatherer, so I don't know. It's cool, appropriately vague.
We need survivors. Now heal up. And just him going, now heal up. just puts him there.
Yeah, later on he's like, let me down. Yeah. He's like, not yet. You haven't even, your spine isn't together.
Yeah, you're not even fully together. Just straight up disintegrates those people. Domino straight up goes through and just disintegrates. And they're like, no, we need a survivor. No.
Yeah, she just annihilates
she just sees red.
I feel like we've seen... a casual aggression in the other comic books, the other Dawn of X books, in a way like we were talking about Storm hitting that guy with lightning.
Yeah.
These, essentially, they are lethal weapons.
Yeah.
Every kill has weight.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
And I want you to swallow my pain as she disintegrates them.
Oh.
And even with the guy laying down his weapon, and they still have to talk her down.
Yeah. That was an excellent moment. Excellently delivered. See Sage?
Yeah.
She's quietly watching this whole time.
That's a great shot. The glasses, and you see Hank in behind it through the it's
funny because when I was reading this, I just remembered that first panel. But every two shot, she's just quietly looking at him.
Yep.
I wonder what she's thinking. Percy is showing a real awareness and attention to every character.
Yep.
And I bet if we went back and reread these, because boy, I can't wait. to reread these.
Even with the guy
There's a lot of
flat
detail.
out going like, "No, I'm a real person. No, my name's Billy. I'm this. I live I have a house. I have a dog.
my dog."
You felt for him, or like you were even going, "Don't do it, Domino. Don't." Even though he might deserve it.
Yeah, it was complicated feeling for him because I was like, I didn't feel for him in the way that Jonathan Hickman made me feel for that husband.
Yeah.
But I felt for him in a way of like, you're a son of a...
Yeah.
I don't want you to die. I actually felt like when he was mumbling all this stuff, I wanted her to, just don't even shut up, man.
Just one of those... Or even just hurt him just enough
Shut
where he
your
couldn't
mouth.
talk anymore, but still keep him alive. You know, like
No, I definitely didn't want her to kill him.
Yeah.
But he was making me almost like
almost just knocked him
every
over the
word
head. Somebody should have came up and
was
knocked him over
making
the
it
head
more
and just
tough
knocked him out.
to not
Yeah.
want him to die. It was, and then what a great switch to this beautiful sunset.
Yeah, sunset. It's great sunset with them just sitting there and being like, "How you doing? Oh, I'm healing. What
There's
about
a
up here in your
page of
head?" It's like,
humanity.
you can't heal that. That doesn't heal faster.
It's exquisitely illustrated, beautifully painted. The colors could very easily be cheesy, but with the combination of colors, art, dialogue,
Yeah.
and character who we feel like.
Yeah. This felt again like another episode that you're watching, you're a part of, because even this like ending of them having the sunset, that could have been the end, but
Right.
it still goes in. Oh, nope. We're going, remember what just happened with this guy? You find out, and it ends on that darker note to keep you going, I want more.
Yeah, again, every page of this comic feels like the creative team cares. That one page of aftermath of the sunset could have been 6 pages in another book, but it's precise. It does its work. You feel the relief.
Yeah, and I like at the end having Beast come in, good cop, bad cop, in a sense.
It's
so where it's
interesting.
like he was the voice of reason. He's the only reason you're still alive
Yeah.
and don't want to kill you. But now it's like, okay, what the heck is your problem?
He smacks the guy.
Yeah, he smacks.
The guy's, a prisoner of war, and Beast, who is not like that.
Yep.
You realize, and it's perfect pacing because in the page before, in the sunset, you feel the humanity of these two characters. You feel like you just went through with them. The real trauma with them.
Yep.
And then you're with Beast, and he cares about these people
Yeah.
too. He talked Domino down. But on this other day, he could have,
It'd been
even
the same
Beast,
situation. Yeah. And
he
could
would
be
have
dead.
had a hard time not pulling the trigger.
Yeah. And like and now that the guy made a good point about being like, you guys are the top dogs. Everybody goes after, you're
Awesome.
the 1%. Everybody goes after those people.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
hadn't thought about that
Get used
in
to
that
that. Like,
perspective.
you are the top people now. You are, and everybody wants that. And then for that to be there, they could have ended with that, and I still would have been like, oh, makes sense. And then for them to go even further,
Yeah.
and him being like, yeah, well, you also were stealing tech stuff and from Krakoa, and then for being like, look, I don't know who it is. Yes, you do. And then explaining what we know as far as the person with the peacock.
Yeah, this is a really interesting thing. We get to the kind of, a peacock guy, that reveal. It's not we know.
Yeah, we knew. Yeah,
We
yeah,
knew.
yeah, yeah.
To be continued, and then we get a tech page for the first time after the comic.
Yeah.
And that tech page, it seems like these mercs were the same ones as X-Force issue 1 with the assassination, and all these people that have been doing this, they seem like kind of, they're bored, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And it seems like the implication is that they're not a part of the Peacock. He is resourcing them out. He's buying their loyalty.
Yeah.
And it looks like Beast quietly is, to see who's maybe doing this, is doing the same. To kind of following the trail
Yeah.
quietly. Maybe to see who that leads, who's at the top of the mercs. I still feel like there's going to be a reveal like it's Professor X.
Who's the head of it? Who's underneath that mask?
No, but who hired the mercs out to
yeah.
come and assassinate him,
All part
to
of the
do all
grand
these things.
plan.
So it's like, well, that could have actually led the reason that we need X-Force. Professor X wanted X-Force. He wanted something like that. So he sets it up. Who knows? I don't know.
But like we said, there's no more X-Force this month.
Yeah, so going on to that, so what did you give it, Garen? Before we go on to
No, I
what's
thought we
coming
both
out
gave it an A at the very beginning.
Oh, did you give it
I
an
don't
A
know
too?
if I actually said it, but I
He
was
didn't
like,
commit.
Yeah.
He didn't commit.
But no, it was an A. I mean, it
didn't
was
commit.
right off the bat when he said an A, and I said, yeah, an A.
Looking forward to next week, or to the rest of this month. Every comic, except for X-Men and X-Force, will reach the 6th issue in the Dawn of X titles. Those are the only two that are that I feel absolutely I'm going to move forward with. Fallen Angels ends on issue 6, unfortunately.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm excited
the end of this
actually
month
now.
ends our Dawn of X 6-issue run that we committed to.
Mm-hmm. And I'm actually excited for the final few issues now. It was getting a little bit like, can we stop reading a couple of these just because it's actually like I'm not enjoying it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But now I feel that, the end is coming.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to, like, we haven't posted any Excalibur videos. I think we did the first one.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to doing like 2 to 6 in one video and sitting down actually and reading straight through 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's others like, New Mutants. I'm not sure if you've seen in the previews. I don't know. This is kind of a spoiler, but it's a cover of of X-Men issue 6 or 7. The cover in the advanced review says something like, the New Mutants return from space and they've brought hell with them. So it's like a collision of like, that's why Hickman was writing this.
That makes sense.
It's going to directly affect X-Men.
X-Men. Cool.
I'm excited for that tying of those two together. Yeah, I really am excited actually for these final issues. I hope that you guys are as well.
Yeah, and let us know in the comic quality poll what you guys give it, A, B, C, D, or F.
Better be an A.
Yeah, it better be. But hey, we understand.
Cut your subscription. If you don't think it's an A, unsubscribe. And I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
But if you do disagree with us, we do want to hear it because we love the conversating.
Is this thing? No, obviously, I would love to hear it. If you do disagree, that's fine.
Yeah. So let us know.
Yeah.
To be continued.